Hi, how are ya? It is that time of year when we are talking all things that we are using. And this year, especially, some of the decisions were really hard. And that is because there are a few different things that I want to use. Now, I've already filmed a video really similar to this for science, but this video is going to be over history options for middle and upper level grades. And soon I will be having a language arts video coming out. Welcome back to Making Everyday Magic. My name is Shauna, and if you are new here, we are a homeschooling family of 4. We are going into our 9th year of homeschooling. I will have an 8th grader and a 4th grader. So as I have already said, upper level stuff is going on over here. So let's hop in, and I just want to share with you upper level history resources that I recommend. Before we go any further, guys, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me right on down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. Here is something that is really important, okay? Everything that I am talking about, I'm going to link down below. Also, everything that I'm talking about has a dedicated video on this channel because I have either chatted with the creator or reviewed the product in the past or used it in the past. So everything here has a video. So let's jump into one. Why am I talking about this? Well, because in making my own decisions about how to approach history for next year, I struggled with which resource of these options to choose. Why? Because they are all amazing resources to choose. It is just one of those, I can't do it all right now. So the next thing that I want to do, we will be using for the 2025-2026 homeschool year, we will be using the crash course videos, Black American history, hoping to also get in Native American history once it's kind of all out on the back end of the year, with Teachers Pay Teachers resources, which again, I will have linked down below. Okay, that is my plan. Now, the other 3 resources that I will be talking about, one of which is Open Education Resources. We have already used their big history project last year, not this past homeschool year, but for our 7th year of homeschooling, we used a big history project. It was amazing, so cool, love it, totally our vibe. Nomadic Professor is quite a bit more advanced. It is a lot more just literally in the instruction. It is a much higher level of like school-based things, right? So paper writing, we just aren't there yet, but it is on my plate for when we do get there into my oldest high school years. So it's there, it's coming for us. It's just not there yet. And the other resource is David Holofny, a college professor who you guys know, huge homeschool fan, love him. We have, over the course of the years we've both been creating, our paths have crossed thousands of times because he's an amazing resource. And he, being a college history professor with like 20 years of experience, so much knowledge, he has come out of necessity from the way, the situational change that happened a little over 5 years ago, started creating his lectures on YouTube. And then with such positive feedback from the homeschool community, from people who, like you and me, started using these free and available resources, he actually put together some unit studies to go along with them. So we are going to go look at all of this together because, again, these are all things that I would recommend. And I can tell you that I would recommend them because I am using them, have used them, or will use them. These are the things that I was choosing between for my own homeschool. So that is why I want to come and share them with you, because they are all amazing, amazing resources, most of which are free or low cost. So let's jump over into it, and I'm going to give you a look inside exactly what I'm talking about, what we're looking at, and what you should consider. Let's go. Okay, guys, the first of the 4 resources that I want to share with you for middle and upper level history is what I am intending to use for this coming year. What I am using with my kids for this coming year is Crash Course we're going to use crash course videos. If you are unfamiliar with what crash course is, I highly suggest you watch an episode. They're so fantastic. They are narrated and starring an expert in whatever field it is, and they are bright and colorful and short, about 15 minutes. They talk very fast. They are geared, there's also Crash Course Kids, but the Crash Course is geared toward like high school and beyond. But the way in which they are presented is one that my children very much respond to. So we will be using this for our history for this coming year. As you can see, you have so many options, okay? We've done religions in the past. No, we did mythology in the past. There's world history, US history, world history 2, European history, film history. We are going to be doing Black American history, and there is also now Native American history. There's big history, there's art history. So there are all kinds of things. So this is what we will be using in conjunction with a teacher's pay teacher's worksheets. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, but let me click. Now, this has 51 episodes, okay? And they are available. All of this is free on YouTube, okay? So let's just say episode 1, okay? So we'll just click episode 1, and it takes us right here. It has its own page. It gives us kind of the synopsis, as well as sources and works cited, which is always really important. Now, we will watch the video, and we will have, in conjunction with that, for example, I'm just going to show you one. Now, there's easy and there's hard, and there's a PDF of explanation. Okay, so here's a PDF, and it has fill in the blanks. So we will use these as guided notes. And it is available also with the answer key. Now, these are Google Forms that I can just literally send over to my kids if that's the way we choose to do it. We don't have to print it at all, and that is okay. So I can just send this right over to my students, and it is so cool. And that is what we have chosen to use. I will link the specific resource that I purchased these from, okay, down below in the comments. I don't remember off the top of my head. But I will also probably just print. Oh, you know what? I'll ask the kids if they prefer the Google form or the printing. I'm fine with either one. Okay, so this is the easy one where we're filling in the blanks. Okay, now the hard is harder. So that's more short answer. We do not have the word bank. Okay, so we just need to know what the words are. And I'm using these more so just for guided notes because my kids will absorb quite a bit just from watching the video. So this is what we are using. Here are more resources that are amazing and wonderful. So next up for me, again, free, are David Holofme, History for the Ages. You guys know he's been on my channel multiple times. He's a proud supporter of homeschoolers, as you can see right here. He is a college history professor who has provided his lectures. So it looks just like this. His little head in front of his PowerPoint. He has all kinds of things on his channel. He's got playlists broken down, quizzes just like for fun. He has so much content on his channel. Okay, so not only does he have tons and tons of content, and this, again, he's a college history professor. So we are talking like probably, late high school into early college if you need brushing up. If you have a history passionate kid, obviously throw all those rules out the window. There are no rules. But he went through and he actually created these resources that you can purchase through Teachers Pay Teachers, but don't. I'll tell you why in a minute. See, he recommends 7th through 12th grade, 6th through 12th grade. He has created these unit studies to go along with his videos. And he tells you like which videos to watch so that you can kind of complete some of these big chunks of history understanding. Now, I personally reached out to David and I said, David, tell me, how would we utilize this? What would I put on a transcript? And he said, every state is different. So go ahead and look at what your state requires for a history credit for high school, but then look at what he has covering here. So if you need to cover early Western civilization through modern Western civilization to get, a world history, or if you specifically need to cover the Middle East, you're going to need to work out for yourself how that does transcript, but I need you to know that it is meaty enough to transcript, okay? He says, if you order the entire series of lectures and have all of the equivalent of the lecture series that he has available, it is the equivalent of 3 semesters of educational material. Okay, 3 semesters, or you can do it as shorter unit studies. Now, here is what I need you to know. Do not order from Teachers Pay Teachers. Do not do that. Come back over here, find David's link, email him directly. Email David directly, tell him I sent you, and he will give you 10% off if you buy directly from him. And that is because Teachers Pay Teachers takes such a huge chunk of change that he has had to increase those prices to justify having them available for sale through their site. So if you want to save some dough, name drop me. Totally do it. Email David and say, hey, Shauna sent me and I'd like to save some money on getting some of these studies, and he will hook you up. Okay. So Open Education Resource Project. I love this. We have used this in the past for Big History Project. Again, free. It also utilizes a lot of crash course videos and other free and available materials. Okay. So they actually have more than one course. So we did Big History Project with my kids for this past year. They also have AP World History, again, free. It has been, if it's branded AP, that means that it has been vetted and looked through and is good. We have 1750 to present, 1200 to present, origins to present for world history. So you would do these boom, boom, boom. Isn't that so cool? And again, it is free. Okay. It is free. Can you hear me in the back? It is free. Now, it takes a lot of work to map it out and to do all the things, but it is free and you can be really proud of that. Here you go. Trademark registered by the College Board, which is not affiliate with and does not endorse this website. However, it means that if they are using that brand, that they have gotten this okayed with the College Board. So that is really cool. So I love these courses. We did a Big History Project. If you want to look inside, that's available. Plus you can access any of this. So you can look at the teacher's guides, look at the videos, all of it. Now, the last thing that I'm going to talk about as far as amazing history curriculums that I would use, and I have done a video on this in the past, we've not used it yet, but I do believe that it is in our future, is the Nomadic Professor. Now, the Nomadic Professor isn't free, okay? It is costly. However, I can tell you that I absolutely think that the cost is worth it, okay? So they do have some specialty courses. They've got a lot of stuff that you can look at, and they are continuing to add to what they have with World History Part 1, World History Part 2, both coming out later this year, as well as Pirates. They have officially released all 4 parts of American history. So this will take you quite a long time to go. Right here, our American history courses are designed to prepare students to ace the CLEP exams, meaning that you are earning college credit. Courses are made up of 10 units, 3 to 5 sessions each, and each of these is accompanied by a helpful set of guided notes and capped off with a rigorous self-assessment. Each course features 400 to 500 pages of text, all available in audio, hundreds of images, 70 plus mini lectures, and they are filmed on locations all around the world. So you can also just listen to the audio if that's easier for you, so you can take it on the go. It is so cool. I enjoy the people who run this site are amazing. It is a very innovative way, I feel like, to access some of these courses because, especially history, take it on the road, go show people what you're talking about. So people like the guys running Nomadic History Professor, the people who are running the Open Education Resources, the people who run Crash Course, and David, they all have one thing in common. They're passionate about providing high quality education to kids. They want your children to go further, to have better resources, and to be able to do more than the average kid.
They have put together any one of them you can be proud of. Any one of them is going to take you far. Okay, so just find out what works for you. They're similar. As you notice, they're all video-based, which for me is a really big deal because that resonates in my homeschool. So find what works for you, find what you feel like is the right answer, and go from there. $249 for any individual course, so more than one kid, that's definitely the way to go. Or if you know you're going to just get through it and do what you need to do, you get $30 a month for as long as you choose to be subscribed. And then you do get discounts for every student over one. So, and these, you don't have to do it for school. You can do it for personal enrichment. They have that. That's a real thing. And they will allow you to have access for it for that reason. Just to learn more, to do more, to be able to get out there and see what is out in the history world for you. Now, like I said, every last one of these, some of them we have used, we will use, we are planning to use, and we will likely use in the future because Crash Course, David Halafmi, Open Education Resources, and the Nomadic Professor, all stellar. And again, these are middle to upper level. So we're getting into that place where we don't have littles anymore. We have big kids learning big things, and I am excited for it.
Well, guys, I hope that you found any of this helpful, entertaining, or informative. If you did, please scroll down, hit that big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, I will have absolutely everything that I have talked about linked down below in the description box. You can also find me down in there in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. Do not hesitate to reach out to David or the guys over at Nomadic History Professor. If you have any more questions, I know for a fact from personal experience, they will respond quite quickly to absolutely anything you want to ask them. They are wonderful. So I hope that this gave you some insight. It is harder and harder and harder to find and source and get reliable facts and information and opinions and reviews about those middle and upper level resources. So I am apparently that person now because, again, my youngest is going into 4th grade. So we are on the tail end of when a lot of people really stop homeschooling. A lot of people stop homeschooling going into high school, and a lot of people stop homeschooling going into middle school. So I'm going to share what I've got, what we're looking at, and what I am genuinely looking at using because I find it valuable. Not just for myself, helps me collect my thoughts and justify why I'm doing what I'm doing, to really put some thought into it when I come here to share. So I hope it's helpful, guys. Bye.